More info is coming out regarding Naomi's status, and it's not what fans wanted to hear. We'll also check out what's up with Brock Lesnar, Becky Lynch, and more. Starting things off with everything related to Naomi, because this is the most concerning situation at the moment. Naomi was mysteriously pulled from her title defense on Monday Night Raw, and ever since that happened, her entire status has been up in the air. Last time we talked about the Naomi situation, there was not much information out there about what was going on, but that has now changed. There's a decent amount of information starting to make the waves, and so far, it's all very bad sounding news for Naomi. The latest reports and rumors that are going around at the moment all claim that Naomi will be out of action for a very long and extended amount of time. All the information that's out there right now is very vague. No one is really getting specific about what it is Naomi is dealing with, but the only thing everyone is saying is that it's something that will completely take her out of action for such a long time. There's lots of speculation everywhere about what's wrong with Naomi, but as of this moment, nothing is confirmed. It's all rumors and fan speculation, nothing more than that. But everyone continues to say that she's out of action for the long haul. And like we mentioned in the previous update on Naomi, you got your fans that say they won't be duped again, like the way they were with Seth Rollins. Everyone was saying Seth Rollins was going to be out for the long haul, and everyone knows how that turned out. So you have your group of fans that aren't paying attention to these rumors. They're not falling for that trap again. But then you have your other group of fans that fear this news about Naomi missing a lot of time could be true after all. So it's a very uneasy and nervous situation there for Naomi's status. To add to the entire mystery, Naomi has also gone dark across all of her social media platforms, which is very unlike her normal self. Even as a heel, Naomi is constantly interacting with fans all day and night long across her social media platforms. So for her to be pulled from Raw and now suddenly go silent across all those platforms, it most definitely has fans extremely worried. Not only was her match canceled this week on Raw, but fans feel like WWE even canceled the upcoming Women's World Title match for Clash in Paris as well. This was evident by a backstage Raw segment that featured Stephanie confronting Sky and mentioning how Sky wasn't the only superstar that was promised a world title match. Stephanie did win the Battle Royal at Evolution and did win a world title opportunity for Clash in Paris. But with Naomi's status in pure limbo, it looks like that segment confirmed that Stephanie's world title match against Naomi at Clash in Paris is also now in doubt as well. And that event isn't even until August 31st. And they're already indicating that Naomi still won't be cleared by then. So that's most definitely not a good sign for her status. So with all the rumors saying that Naomi is going to be out for a long time, if that's true, then there's no way at all that Naomi is going to hold onto that title. Naomi will unfortunately have to be stripped of the title and relinquish it, which is just absolutely heartbreaking because Naomi was really breaking through with this new heel persona, and she just became world champion after a near decade since her last reign. She moved over to Raw, and everyone was excited to see all those fresh matchups and title defenses for Naomi. But in the blink of an eye, it's all gone. It's very unfortunate because after Naomi became world champion in 2017, she also had to relinquish the title back then, due to an injury she was dealing with after just a few days of holding the title. So for this new title reign to potentially be going down that same route again, it's truly devastating. And assuming Naomi is truly out as world champion, where does that leave the Women's World Championship? Well, it seems like that Raw segment between Stephanie and Sky could have been the company setting up that backup plan. Sky was the #1 contender that never got to have her match, and Stephanie had the upcoming title match at Clash in Paris. So is it possible that they put Stephanie and Sky together to face off for the vacated Women's World title? That definitely seems like a logical match to determine the new Women's World Champion. You take the two women that were owed a title match and have them go one-on-one for the championship. Also, not to mention that Stephanie and Sky have had a couple of outstanding matches on Raw in recent months. But none of those matches ever featured a clear winner. All those matches always ended in no contest. So if they can revisit that match again, this time to crown the new Women's World Champion, that could be an intriguing route to go in. You also have some fans that believe Ripley can throw her name into the hat for the Women's World title as well. Ripley has been in the world title scene a lot in recent months. So if the title suddenly became vacated, maybe Rhea also gets vocal and tries to make a push to reclaim the title as well. So if Naomi is truly out for good, Stephanie, Sky, and Ripley seem like the three top stars that would be gunning for that vacated Women's World title. Things are completely radio silent from WWE and Naomi at the moment, but fans expect the reveal of what's going on there to take place any day now. SummerSlam 2025 saw Becky Lynch debut a brand new theme song for the first time in well over a decade. The new theme was provided by the band The Wonder Years. The band frontman Dan Campbell recently spoke with Metro, and he opened up about what that creative process was like. He said that Becky stressed that she was entering a new era in her career, and that's why she wanted a new song. The song also includes references of some very important people in Becky's life. The first verse includes a nod to Becky and Seth's daughter Rue. The second verse includes a reference to Seth's name, and the chorus includes a reference to Becky's father, who passed away several years ago. Dan also revealed that Becky Lynch broke down backstage at SummerSlam due to how much she loved the song. Becky said that it was powerful because SummerSlam was the last event that her father watched her compete in. So to debut this new song that included nods to him, and to debut it at SummerSlam, it was a very powerful moment for Becky to experience. Becky's new theme song is definitely growing on fans, and now knowing this info and how much it means to Becky, that'll make fans appreciate it even more for sure. As far as what's going on with Becky Lynch inside the ring, she is continuing her amazing run as Women's Intercontinental Champion. She has picked up pinfall victories over Becky Lynch and Lyra so far during this title reign, and now she's getting ready to face Nikki Bella. So it's still pretty early in this title reign for Becky Lynch, but it's already looking like a great reign with all these big names that she's knocking off. A lot of fans have been curious to see what's next for Brock Lesnar following his big return to the company, and it looks like there's finally some more information and dates. Brock Lesnar is now being advertised to appear on the September 12th and September 19th editions of SmackDown. It's Brock's big return to the SmackDown brand. Brock Lesnar has not appeared regularly on SmackDown ever since his feud with Roman Reigns from back in 2022, so he will be appearing on these two September editions of SmackDown to set up his final match against John Cena. There's no confirmed date for Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, but the rumor is that the match will headline a special event that will be taking place on September 20th, and that will be the final career meeting between Brock Lesnar and John Cena. So don't expect the most detailed story and build-up for this matchup, but Brock will be making at least 2 televised appearances before the match takes place. So hopefully they make the best of those appearances for the feud and story. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.